Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Monica. I like to post anti-MLMs, that's anti-multi-level marketing, and some true crime content here on this channel. So if any of that interests you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. In today's video, I am bringing you anti-MLM content, so of course, just as a disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only and just my opinions. Before I proceed into the actual video that I have planned for you guys today, I am going to be reacting to a few different posts and videos along with breaking down and debunking some of the things that the reps said. I did take a lot of notes for these, so it's going to be it's not necessarily a reaction deep dive, but I guess you can kind of consider it one of those. But before we get into the video, I wanted to give a huge shout out because I was actually watching this video while I was doing my makeup for my video today. And it's titled, Is Beachbody an MLM or Commercial Cult Team Call Footage? It's by the channel called Gracious Expectations. So I will leave the video that I was watching linked below because I thought that this video was done very well. I still have a few more minutes left of it, but you'll get the gist of it, and it just gets worse and worse and worse as you watch this team call, the things that are said. It just proves so many points that people in the anti-MLM movement make all the time. So I will leave that linked below. I think that it's just a very great video to watch. But anyway, with all that being said, let's get into the video. This first post was actually sent to me by someone that I used to go to high school with, and I didn't know that she watched my channel. She was also an ex-Unique rep, so I'm happy that she did watch my channel because it kind of opened up her eyes to more of the, I guess you could say, the manipulative tactics and things like that that go behind the MLM. And it's not that, oh, you just didn't work hard enough. There's way more to it than that. There's a lot of statistics that back up what we say in the anti-MLM movement as well. So, hey girl. But she said, she sent this to me, and it's a higher ranking rep. They did one of those question answer type things. So it said, why is it so hard to get people to join? The rep's response was, people are scared of multi-level marketing. They heard a bad experience or possibly have had a bad experience before. Multi-level marketing changed my life, and there's no other way to start a business for only $35. People are just scared to fail. That's all. Thank God for our new systems. First of all, you shouldn't be thanking God for anything when it comes to multi-level marketing. Y'all know how I feel about that. I absolutely hate when they bring religion or God or anything like that into their why or their rebuttals or anything that has to do with their MLM. I cannot stand that. But then to say that people are afraid of MLM, well, rightfully so. People should be afraid of these companies. They should be questioning if they should join. It should be hard to get people to join these companies because there's so much information out there now. There's so much research that has come about. There's so many creators, content creators, whether it be on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You have people blogging about this. You have friends and family who are talking about this. And of course, all of the Facebook groups and the Reddit and all of that. There's so much information out there now because so many people are speaking out. And yeah, some of these people have had a bad experience. There are a lot of people within the anti-MLM movement who are ex-reps. I'm an ex-rep, so I get it. However, there's also those who never joined an MLM. They never joined an MLM. They may not have even had a friend or family member ever join an MLM, but they know that these companies are inherently bad. They know that these companies, it's like, I've said this on my channel before, I don't know where this little quote, I guess you could say, originated from, but you don't have to do substances to know that they're bad. Same goes for MLMs. You don't have to try these MLMs in order to know that they're bad, in order to know that they are going to hurt you financially. There are statistics that show they're going to hurt you financially. There is information that the MLM companies themselves provide that shows they are not a good way of investing in a biz. So yeah, she has a point there. People had bad experiences or they heard of a bad experience, but the anti-MLM movement also has facts and statistics to back up what we say. What facts and statistics do you have that back up what they say with the proper sources? And for this rep to say that people are afraid to fail or scared to fail, that's exactly what she said. That's not, no, that's not what it is. Because people do things every single day. People take risks every single day that have nothing to do with multi-level marketing, that have everything to do with other things in their lives or other things that they're testing out in their life. People do things every day that they know, yeah, this might not work out, but they do it anyway. So it's not that, oh, people are just afraid that they're going to fail in an MLM. No, that's not what it is. People take risks every single day. It's because they're being educated. It's because they're doing their research. It's because they're looking up all of the things that you're supposed to be looking up when you look into an investment or look into, because I mean, I wouldn't call an MLM an investment, but if you are looking to invest in something, if you're looking to start a business, or maybe you want to start a franchise, maybe you want to open up a Starbucks or a McDonald's, a Subway, or I don't know, whatever else is out there. There's a lot of franchises out there, but let's say that you want to do something like that, or you want to invest in the stock market or real estate, whatever the case may be. You need to be very well versed in what you're investing in, because it might not be for you. If you don't understand what you're putting your money into, I mean, that kind of, it's a little worrisome, because you should know and you should research it. That's just my 2 cents, but I know that I spent a lot of time on this on this particular post. So let's move on to the next one. This next post is, I have reacted to this rep in a previous video before, but she popped up on my Explore page and I had to react to her post because the first sentence by itself is already incorrect. So it says, network marketing is the second highest paid profession. No, it is not, and we'll go over this in a second. You might as well join with the highest paying company, right? Winky face. Hashtag I said what I said. One-time investment, free products for customers and promoters, no auto or flex ships, no customer registration fees, no quotas or renewal fees, auto bonus options at the second rank, 3 free lifestyle trips per year. I have been there before, making $100 and it going to pay for products, and you had to have customers on auto ship. You deserve better, babe. Last month of these bonuses start tomorrow. I'm ready when you are. This rep is in Lavelle. And if you don't know what Lavelle is, it's the MLM that sells the Thrive patches. They also have other types of supplements and stuff like that. However, they are very well known for the Thrive patches. They're always constantly wearing one. And I know that there's another type of, I guess you could call it like a system where they wear 2 patches at a time. So they're the ones that have the patches on them all the time. The first sentence that I said was incorrect. Network marketing is the second highest paid profession. You might as well join with the highest paying company, right? So I did do a little bit of research into the second portion. We're gonna get into the highest paid profession in a second. But I did look into which MLM is the highest paying one. I found a couple of different posts and articles that said different things. One of them did have Lavelle listed at, I think it was like number 3 or number 4, but there were just so many, I guess you could say, there was so much information out there on it and they were all very conflicting. So I don't know for sure if Lavelle is, but I highly doubt it. But all of these MLM companies say the exact same thing, that they have the best compensation plan, they have the highest paying commission, they're the highest paying MLM company. I was in another MLM company before, and now this MLM company is so much better. They pay so much better, but they only pay a very small percentage of people better in their eyes. However, let's get into the highest paid profession, and this is where I have to take out my handy dandy notebook, because this is where I have all of my notes, obviously. But if you just search into Google, just type in What is the second highest paid profession? When it pops up on Google, number 2 is general internal medicine physicians. And the typical education is $208,000 plus. That is the highest paying profession. Second thing is, let me go back to my notes again. The second thing is, she said the highest paying profession. But I thought this was your own business. The reason why I say that is because clearly she didn't look at the definition of what a profession is, and the actual Google definition of what a profession is a paid occupation, especially one that involves prolonged training and formal qualification. With that said, network marketing, multi-level marketing, social selling, what's the other one? There's like a retail selling or something like that. They come up with different names all the time. With all that said, being in an MLM is not the second highest paid profession by definition, and also by just doing a quick Google search, because we know by the statistics and by the income disclosure statements out there that it shows that a very big majority of people do not make money in these MLM companies. Some of these income disclosure statements that I have come across, the people that are making the big bucks, like the top couple of ranks of people who are making a decent amount of money, which we have to remember, we don't know how much they're spending at the same time. We don't know how much they're spending on PV or on products for themselves, if they're inventory loading. We don't know how much they're using for expenses for, let's say, an office, or let's say that they decided to buy a ring light for their Zoom calls, or whatever the case may be. But that's the thing, is that there's a very small percentage. Some of them don't even equal 1% of the company, which is very worrisome and very scary. In addition, if we go back to the portion of the definition where it says that it involves prolonged training and formal qualification, last time I checked, a lot of these reps, their selling point for the business opportunity is that you don't need an education and, oh, we provide the training for you. But the thing is just by, if you watch any reaction videos on YouTube, or if you watch anything, because some Instagram creators also share certain things, but if you watch any of these team Zoom calls, if you watch any of these training calls, these opportunity calls, whatever you want to call them, more times than not, they're not giving you any kind of training. What kind of training are they really providing to you? Because it's all about having a good mindset, and I'm mumbo jumboing everything all together, and I'm kind of paraphrasing here, but you have to have a good mindset, recruit people, and sometimes I do have to give credit where credit is due. Sometimes the reps do actually talk about the products, and they do have a presentation about that. So some of them do, not all of them, but some of them do. And they don't really give tips to success. They don't tell you how to build your business. At least this is from all of the Zoom calls that I myself have consumed, or that I have reacted to, or that other people have reacted to that I have watched. So it's how is it really a profession then, in that sense, if we want to go by the actual definition of the term? This next post I'm going to be reacting to is actually a video that was sent to me by one of you, and I wanted to react to it because there are a few things that I have to say about it. There are a few things that I have to say about the rep in general. Not anything, not like ad hominem attacks or anything like that, but certain tactics that she's using, like marketing tools that she's using. And I just wanted to bring awareness to it so that in case anyone does come across this video, maybe they've been approached by someone like this, or maybe they've seen something like this, like a Google Doc or something. She has a Google Doc. We're going to go over it. But in case anyone comes across this video, they kind of know what to look for if they're new to being part of the anti-MLM movement, or if they're looking into ways of trying to kind of figure out, I guess you could say, how to spot an MLM, which there was a great post by anti-MLM boss babe, and it had to do with how to spot an MLM, like certain buzzwords that they use. So I will leave that post linked below if you're on Instagram, or if you just click on it, it'll just bring you to the Instagram post. So I highly recommend reading that if you are looking for more information on that topic. So I'm going to play this, it's an It Works rep. I'm going to play her video all the way through so that you guys can watch it. It's not very long. It's only, I think it's like 2-3 minutes, something along those lines. So I'm gonna play that for you guys right now, and then we're going to regroup afterwards. I took quite a number of notes on this one. I also contacted Kat Benson from Unlocked Nutrition for some information. So let's just roll the clip.
I might freak out. I just got this in the mail and I'm so excited. I think I know exactly what it is. Okay, you guys, we came up, oh cool, just dropped a bunch of papers. We just came out with white mocha cold brew. I know, I'm freaking out too. Let's try it. The best thing about this is I, as you guys know, don't like hot drinks. This is perfect. I'm obsessed with white chocolate mocha. It's so pretty! Oh my God, I'm so excited. It also has 2 billion probiotic cultures, which I think is pretty good for a cold brew. I also take our probiotic, which has, I think it's like 7 strains, 10 billion. So what's an extra 2? It has to be made cold. I am freaking jazzed. I'm freaking out. I feel like a little kid. Okay, I'm gonna try this all kinds of ways. So I haven't added any sweetener, milk, anything. I'm so scared. I don't usually like coffee like this. Okay, wow. I could actually drink it like this. I'm not a huge coffee fan, but that is good. Okay, so that being said, for all my coffee drinkers, don't put anything in it. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, the best thing about this though is it's fat burning, but also the best thing about what our coffees do is it provides mental clarity and productivity. Like if you struggle to get off the couch, if you struggle to clean your house, if you struggle to like complete task and you're like foggy, you need this. It's seriously incredible. It helps you stay focused, kind of like an Adderall.
All right, so the first slide that was up there, it said that it was her 3rd anniversary. It says, happy anniversary, person's name. Cheers to 3 years. Time flies when your work revolves around friendships, fun, and freedom, and being your own boss, of course. You're not your own boss. You're still working for a company. You're still making other people rich. So you're not your own boss, but okay, go off. Keep being the boss and making your dreams come true. Cheers to many more years. And her little caption says, 3 years with the best company in the world. You've changed my life for the better. Cheers to round 4. Of course, if you don't know much about It Works, they started off with the wraps, and they called them those crazy wrap things. They tried to say that they worked. It has been... It doesn't work. You're better off just getting saran wrap from Walmart or from your local grocery store, and you're not even losing weight, you're just losing water weight. That's all that it is. But they have since added other supplements and stuff like that to their company, and the thing that she's talking about in her video is a probiotic and the Skinny Brew tea, which has probiotics in it as well. I wanted to go over, before we get into anything about the Skinny Brew and going over numbers and stuff like that, I wanted to go over her profile. This rep has one of those milkshake links in her profile. You can have a link tree, like I have a link tree. I know a lot of people have a milkshake link, and it just brings you to another link where it has all of this other information. You can click on different things. So for example, for myself, I have my YouTube, my blog, my merch, my antimlm Facebook group, Patreon, and then a website that I write for. So, and I think that's it. There might be other stuff in there, but you could put that. You could put other stuff in there as well. But when you click on this rep's milkshake link, it says, "So glad you're here. Hey friends, I'm so-and-so. I mentor people on how to start making money from social media. Here are some of my helpful links. If you are wanting a 3-day sample of my skinny brew, Venmo $20 to her username to secure your sample and DM me your mailing address. That includes shipping. So excited for you to try." But it's not your skinny tea, it's It Works' skinny tea. So it's not yours. One of the things that these reps like to do is they like to kind of disguise the company that they're working for, or they like to really tiptoe around the name of the company. They make it seem like they're an influencer in some instances. And I just don't like that, because I find that very deceptive, because I think that if this company is as great as you're making it out to be, why aren't you saying the name of it? Why aren't you talking about the company itself? Why aren't you proud to display what company it is? I wonder if it's because it's an MLM and a lot of people don't like MLMs. Or, I wonder it's because then, instead of them contacting you and you having all of their information, they can go ahead and do research on the company on their own time and then just never contact you or never respond to you if you decide to bombard them with messages in their DMs. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. But of course, one of the links on her milkshake profile, I guess you can say, it says work from social. So when you click on it, it brings you to a Google Doc which says work with me. And then it goes on to say, before you take this application, I want you to know some of the things you'll learn when you join me, how to make an income from Instagram and Facebook, the steps to become an influencer. There's a huge difference between an influencer and an MLM rep. However, I will say, I will give this rep credit. She does have a very, very aesthetically pleasing Instagram, and she does have a good presence on there, I would say. She has a decent amount of followers and stuff like that. So, but not everyone's going to have that kind of success that this person has had. How to find your purpose and step into your calling, how to build an income from home, how to organically grow your social media while helping others. For example, how some of these people just buy followers. Don't do that. Plus so much more. We will help you transform your social media. Then we show you how it can make you an income. The funny part about this is when I read this the first time, I thought about how, and I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but I thought about how each MLM, if you look at the Instagrams, not all of them, but some of them, they have specific presets. And if you don't know what a preset is, it's in Lightroom, and it's basically just a filter. I use them for my Instagram pictures as well, because I just like to have them kind of like, my feed's not really cohesive, but I like to have a certain kind of look. So I totally, I'm all for using presets, unless if you're selling makeup and products where you need to see the actual color of the product, or if you're selling skincare, for example, and you're using a filter that smooths out your face. You can't do that. That's deceptive. But what I did notice is that a lot of these MLMs, each one has their own preset. Like the Monat reps all have their own look. The Arbonne reps kind of have their own look. The It Works reps, I noticed that some of the It Works reps have their own look. And I don't know if it's just me or if I'm just really reaching here, but let me know in the comment section if anyone else has noticed this as well, or if I'm just a weirdo and it's just me that noticed it. So I wonder if transforming the social media, I wonder if it's to kind of make it all cohesive with the rest of the team, or if it's to actually teach them how to get more of an aesthetically pleasing Instagram, how to reach a larger audience, how to use hashtags, that kind of a thing. I wonder if it is actual tools on how to really truly grow your, for example, Instagram. Then it says, so ask yourself these questions. Are you goal-oriented? Are you coachable? Work hard, play hard mentality? Are you ready to hustle plus change your life? Are you open-minded? Now let's take this opportunity and turn passion and desire into an income and a life you love. I want to share this. I'm assuming she was trying to say with you all in big capital letters. I could talk forever about what this business has done for me, but let's see what it can do for you. I can't wait to talk with you. Apply below and let's see if this is the right opportunity for you. I just paraphrased that last part, but they all say the same thing. The thing is with this is they will sign up. I mean, maybe not this rep. I don't know how she created her team. I don't know any of the specifics, but this is just a way to build their network. This is just a way for them to collect data on you. You might not be, in their eyes, the right fit for the team. You might put answers in there that are the complete opposite of what they're looking for. But because you put in your information, and as we go through it, you'll see that certain required information is personal information. So yeah, you're going to be on their list and they're going to bombard you. So let's just go over what this says. Obviously, what's your name? What's your Instagram handle? What's something you love? What country are you from? Are you willing to invest in order to create income? And then it says yes, no more than $100, or no, I want to know more about you. What sets your soul on fire? We hear that all the time in MLM companies. What do you do for work? Age? Are you a student? Favorite hobbies? What interests you about working from your phone? Then it says, yay, so excited to give you more info and to help change your life like this did for me. Chat soon. Then you have to put how much time do you spend on social media and your phone, along with your phone number. So all of these things are required. They're all required fields. You're required to put your phone number in there. I highly recommend that you do not give an MLM rep your phone number if you're not 1,000% sure that you're going to join this MLM and that you're going to stick with this MLM for the rest of your life. Because if you put your phone number in there, they will badger you for a very long time. I still, I want to say like 2-3 years after I left Mary Kay on not very great terms. If you've heard my story, you know that it was I left, I tried to talk to my upline, and then finally I had enough and I just returned everything, left, stopped talking to everybody. But yeah, and my upline was contacting me for about 2 or 3 years after that. She was wishing me happy birthday. She was trying to tell me about new things that were going on with Mary Kay. She even at one point tried to get me to re-sign up. So yeah, don't give them your personal information. I'm begging you, don't do that. Now I wanted to go over some of the more problematic things that this rep said in her video, because it's all fun and games, but to a point, because there are certain things that she said in this that are a little too extreme to be saying, and also can be offensive to some people. But the person that sent me this video, they did say that for people who suffer from a mental illness or depression, for example, or something along those lines, for someone to come out and say that getting rid of mental fog or getting better mental clarity and getting rid of brain fog and stuff like that is as simple as drinking this coffee. But for some people that do have a mental illness, for example, that can be offensive, because it kind of reminds me of the people who find out that someone has anxiety or depression or anything along those lines, and they say, oh, just get over it. Just get over it. Like, it's not that hard. That's what it kind of reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of those types of people. I don't know if the rep realized that this could be taken as offensive. I don't know if she realized exactly how much saying something like that can affect a person. I don't know that, because I don't know her. I don't know her personally. I don't know where her head was at when she was doing this series of videos. So I can't really pinpoint exactly what she was trying to get at here. Do I think that she was trying to be offensive? I mean, I would hope not, but we'll never know. I really hope not. In addition to that, for some people who do struggle with mental health, another reason why it can be seen as offensive is because some of these people go to therapy for decades and still have to work through their trauma on an everyday basis, depending on what it is. Some people need to be on medication, and that is what kind of helps them overcome certain struggles and kind of be able to live a life that is whatever normal is to them, or as normal as they possibly can be. Because like I said, for some people, they'll go through therapy for decades, and it's an ongoing thing. It's an everyday thing that they have to face. So that's another reason why. But the brain fog thing, that can be a little dangerous for this rep to be saying as well, because brain fog can be related to other severe illnesses out there. Brain fog is associated with other actual medical conditions. So if you ever experience this, seek out a doctor that can help you diagnose it properly, because there may be an underlying issue. As you can see from the screenshot above, I did list certain things. This is taken from Healthline, so of course, I'm not a doctor or an expert or anything like that, but I just wanted to put this up on the screen to kind of give you an idea that there are other types of illnesses and medical conditions that this can be a symptom of. What really took the cake on this for me was the way that she ended this series of Insta stories. And I don't know if you guys caught it at the end because it kind of cut it off, but the rep did say that drinking this skinny brew is kind of like taking an Adderall. So let's break that down a little bit.
It's seriously incredible. It helps you stay focused, kind of like an Adderall.
So this rep thought it was a good idea to compare It Works Skinny Brew, cold brew, whatever it's called, the cold brew stuff, to compare that to something of a pharmaceutical drug that is used to treat ADHD and other things like narcolepsy. I think that's a bit of a reach, and I think that that's just no. But even with that comparison, the Skinny Brew is not comparable to Adderall, and I do find her spiel to be a bit of a reach, of a stretch, a bit, I mean, I guess it could be offensive to some as well. That could definitely be offensive to some people. But I just wanted to add that in here because I think it's kind of dangerous to compare. I mean, she said a lot of things in here that in my heart, I genuinely hope that she wasn't trying to give out some kind of medical advice, and I'm hoping that she wasn't trying to, I'm hoping that I'm wrong and that the reason why she said these things isn't because of what I'm saying and what I'm pointing out, how this can be problematic and things like that. But I do think that sometimes these reps, they don't realize what they say, and they don't realize that what they are saying can also be dangerous. Because what if someone was watching that, and of course this falls on the person that was watching that, but what if someone was watching that and they were prescribed Adderall, for example, and they were like, oh, it's like Adderall? Well, let me try it. Let me see if it's better, because I don't want to keep taking this medication, and, you know, maybe I want to go a different route and take this skinny brew tea, whatever. So it can be very dangerous to be saying these types of things, especially on social media, especially if the wrong person comes across that post. And again, I understand that it is the person's responsibility to research these things and to reach out to their doctor and talk to their doctor. But at the same time, I do think that these reps should be held responsible for certain things that they say on social media. They should be conducting themselves in a professional manner. They should be conducting themselves in a way that it is safe and it's not harmful to the general public. Before we get into the pricing of this skinny cold brew, I wanted to go over what it means to be a loyal customer of It Works, because this will all make sense in a few minutes. But with being a loyal customer of It Works, you'll get the following: 40% of all product purchases, gifts with select auto ship orders, and stay tuned because we have some complaints to go over that talked about the auto ship. 20% off coupon for birthdays and anniversaries. Save an additional 10% on orders $200 plus. Edit or cancel anytime after 3 months of recurring orders. There are 3 different types of It Works loyal customers. There's the regular loyal customer, which is when you enroll and complete 3 consecutive auto ships or pay the $50 membership fee and place a qualifying order. Loyal Customer Gold is where you place 4 auto ships for a combined subtotal of $200 or more in a rolling 12-month period. Loyal Customer Platinum, and that's when you complete a total of 8 orders of any type for a combined order subtotal of $300 or more in a rolling 12-month period. Pricing of the Skinny Brew at the time of filming this is as follows. For 15 servings, it is $49 for the loyal customer price, $82 retail. This comes out to $3.26 per Skinny Brew for loyal customers and $5.46 per packet for retail. The 30 servings is $79 loyal customer price, $132 retail. This equals $2.63 per Skinny Brew for loyal customers and $4.40 per Skinny Brew for retail. 60 servings is $112 loyal customer price, $187 retail. This comes out to $186 per Skinny Brew for loyal customers and $3.12 per Skinny Brew for retail. So obviously here they're trying to get you to buy in bulk and to get that auto ship in bulk. It states that the Skinny Brew has 15 calories per serving, boosts metabolism to help burn calories and fat, replenishes beneficial gut bacteria, and supports immune system health and balance. I find the gut bacteria portion interesting because what other MLM is very well known for talking about the gut? Plexus. However, some reps in Plexus use very deceptive tactics. An example was in a recent video I shared a post from a local buy-sell group on Facebook of what I assumed was Plexus because they had the infamous pink drink in the photo, and a lot of the things that they were saying, it kind of mimicked what a lot of Plexus reps say. Well, come to find out, someone who was watching my video thought I took that post from the anti-MLM Reddit because they uploaded the same exact picture and post to Reddit. It turns out that this person lives in California and I'm in Florida. So these reps are just copying and pasting more than just their scripts. It's also the results and all of that. Going back to the It Works rep in the video, she did make it a point to mention that the Skinny Brew has 2 billion probiotics in it. And after looking it up, because just out of curiosity, this is what I found. Probiotics are microorganisms with potential health benefits. They may be used to prevent and treat antibiotic-associated diarrhea and acute infectious diarrhea. They may also be effective in relieving symptoms of IBS or irritable bowel syndrome and in treating atopic dermatitis in children. Species commonly used include, and I'm not going to say those words because I'm going to butcher every single one of them. They will be up on the screen for you though. Typical doses vary based on the product, but common dosages range from 5 to 10 billion colony-forming units per day for children and from 10 to 20 billion colony-forming units per day for adults. Significant adverse effects are rare, and there are no known interactions with medications. With that said, the cold brew mixed with the probiotics that the rep takes, because she did show us the probiotics she takes in the video, she's taking 12 billion probiotics in a day. So from my understanding, from what I read about probiotics, it's not like she's overdoing it or anything like that. The pricing for the products for the probiotics is $31 for the loyal customer price for a 30-day supply and $52 retail price, which means if you're purchasing both the Skinny Brew and the probiotics for a 30-day supply, the total for loyal customer would be $110. And for the retail price, if you don't want to do the auto ship and you don't want to have to spend a certain amount of money within a certain period of time, it would be $184 per month. So for 12 billion probiotics, you're going to pay between $110 to $184 a month, which I think that is incredibly high. I mean, if you're just taking the probiotics, then that loyal customer price is a little bit on the higher end of regular probiotic prices if you actually type it into Google. But we're going to get into probiotics in just a second of little information that I want you guys to know. I know that the reps for It Works will try to argue that it's because of some special strain of probiotics that they have in their products, but I'm not going to pay $110 to $184 for a 30-day supply of 2 of these supplements. That is just mind-boggling to me. However, I did talk to Kat Benson from Unlock Nutrition, and if you're not following her channel, I will leave it linked below. If you're not following it, pause and please go subscribe to her channel real quick before we continue. If you paused it and you're back, okay, let's keep going. So I did ask Kat about probiotics because I don't want to give out any kind of information on this channel that I'm not familiar with this stuff. I don't use probiotics, and I've never asked my doctor about it. So the only thing that I know about it is I had to give it to my dog when she got really sick a couple years ago and it was prescribed by the vet. That's the only thing I know about probiotics. But Kat responded to me and said, when it comes to probiotic recommendations, there are many factors to think about. There is no universal probiotic recommendation, and what can be helpful for one person might not be helpful or even recommended in another person. Some can even cause more issues depending on the situation. It's best to leave that recommendation to your doctor and or registered dietitian for your specific needs to rule out any other concerning digestive issues, as there might be a deeper issue or issues going on. If there is a need for them, I generally recommend food sources of probiotics before supplementation, including foods like refrigerated sauerkraut, kimchi. Oh, I love sauerkraut and kimchi. Certain yogurts, kombucha, kefir, etc. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing kefir right in English, but in Polish it's kefir, so I'm kind of like, I think that's how you would pronounce it in English, but I'm not sure. But anyway, anecdotally, I tend to use Align Extra Strength in grocery stores and sometimes VSL number 3 or Therabiotic from Claire Labs that you order through a provider. So in other words, some of these reps can be giving out harmful or incorrect advice because from what Kat's saying, probiotics can be different and it can vary from, what one person needs to another. So is this information that these reps are giving out really all that safe? Because they're talking about probiotics as if it's like a universal thing. So, but from what Kat's saying, and I trust Kat's expertise because she's a registered dietitian nutritionist, but it's I don't know. I feel like this is a very fine line. I did want to go over some Bbb complaints for It Works because, as I said a little bit earlier, we were going to go over those and they were talking about the auto ship and things like that. So there are current alerts for the business and it says pattern of complaints. Bbb has received a pattern of complaints from consumers alleging that after trying to cancel with the business, they continue to receive additional products. Consumers also state that they have found additional charges being taken that the business has not informed them would be occurring. Of course, there's more to that, but I don't want to spend all day on this because I do want to go over just a few. So this first complaint, it has been resolved, but it was written on July 28th of this year, 2021. Says, on March 24th, 2021, I signed up because I believe the lies about it helping with weight loss from sales consultants posting fake reviews and telling me fake information. They force you to sign up, and if you cancel, you have to pay a $50 cancel fee. So you are forced to buy at least 3 months of this, and I'm assuming that probably says shit. It's nothing more than green tea extract that you can buy from Walmart for less than $10, but they are charging $40 a bottle plus another $10 of shipping, and they force this on you every month. The slimming gummies are just nasty tasting gummies. I was able to cancel them after the first month, but still forced to buy something so not to get charged $50. And now that it is processing my 3rd month, I now can't get on my account to cancel my subscription after this month. This company is a scam. I want a refund. So of course, It Works responded. I'm not going to go through their entire response, but on August 3rd, so this month, the customer responded that it seems to be an answer to a lot of the complaints up in here. If you go through a consultant, then no, you don't see the ingredient list. I told my consultant what my goals were, and she told me what I was going to get. And of course, it's just, the customer is obviously very upset. So the next complaint was made on July 26th of this year, 2021. On June 7th, 2021, I paid $40 plus shipping and handling for a 1 month supply of It Works gummies. It was an auto ship for 3 months. I took them for 3 days and developed severe headaches each time I contacted. I'm assuming that's probably the rep's name for It Works on July 2nd. I told her about the trouble I was having and asked her to stop the auto ship due to the health issues it was causing. I received no response from her after asking her to stop the auto ship. However, on July 25th, I received several texts from 2 other employees of It Works. They informed me that they were turning me over to a collection agency and were going to charge me another $500 for stopping the auto ship. I am requesting that my auto ship be canceled without any fee to me. Once this is confirmed by the company, I'm requesting no further communication from them. I paid for the merchandise I received, and I do not want to continue receiving their product due to the health issues it is causing. And it was resolved as of July 27th of 2021. The customer responded with, I accept because my account is closed with It Works and $50 closing fee has been removed. Thank you. So I'm assuming that this customer probably meant to put $50, not $500 as the auto ship cancellation fee, but it seems like the $50 is the normal cancellation fee for It Works. As you can see, the issues just, I mean, it's a lot of it is recent. There's another one from July 7th that says the dispute is with It Works on their weight loss products. I've spent over $500 and signed up for auto ship for 3 months. The products gave me severe chest pains and migraines, so I had to discontinue the use. They refuse to cancel my auto ship unless I give them a doctor excuse, which is totally unethical. This place needs to be shut down for doing this to people. I want this canceled. How do I get out of this? And it looks like It Works responded. They waived the $50 fee and everything, and I guess everything is resolved for that person. But if you keep going through all of these complaints, a lot of them are very similar. A lot of them are talking about the same thing. So yeah, I don't recommend It Works. I don't recommend the auto ship because it seems like a lot of people have an issue with it. And paying $50 to cancel an auto ship is a bit ridiculous in my opinion. This is why I don't do subscriptions. This is why I don't do like the auto ship subscriptions. I had the same issue when I was in Beachbody and I had my Shakeology on auto ship. Well, when I canceled and when I left Beachbody completely as a coach and everything, I was still getting charged for the auto ship, and I had such a problem with it. I had to constantly call Beachbody customer service and tell them, hey, like, I already canceled this. I have confirmation that I canceled my coach membership and my auto ship for the Shakeology. So why am I still getting charged this? Why am I still, like, why? Why am I getting charged every single month for this auto ship and I'm not even getting the products? Like, I'm getting charged for it, but I'm not getting the product. So, and I didn't want the product. I didn't want it. I didn't want Shakeology. I wanted nothing to do with Beachbody anymore. So that's why I don't do these auto ship things. I don't do subscriptions because I've had such a bad experience in the past. Before I end today's video, because yes, this is the end of the video, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I did want to say that I am bringing back Anti-MLM Mondays on my blog. So if you follow my blog, it is always linked in the description box below, but I have an entire category dedicated to anti-MLM content. And I started Anti-MLM Mondays in, I think it was March of last year, but it was when the pandemic first hit, and that's when I started it, and then I fell off the bandwagon, and I've been trying to kind of build my blog back up a little bit because I fell off the bandwagon completely with it. But if you're interested in that, those types of posts will be posted on Mondays under the category Anti-MLM. If you are wanting to follow more of the pregnancy journey and that kind of stuff, that is also on my blog. I said it in my video when I announced it back in June that I would not be sharing that information here on YouTube because it just doesn't really go with the normal content I put on here, but it does go with my blogging content. So that will be all over there if you guys are interested in this journey of mine. So, but anyway, like I said, this is the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I will see you guys next time. This is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye!